if you're looking to get into the market in 2024.
Jacob Handy's social media business is making videos for those who want to improve their image online.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, okay.
But the young businessman's experience trying to find a home in Oshawa recently was anything but picture perfect.
Pretty tough out there looking for a place.
Yeah, it is.
So when Handy found a listing for this home, he jumped at the chance and toured it with a woman he thought was the landlord, who called herself Amelia.
When you were there, did anything feel wrong?
You know, not much.
He paid a $1,000 deposit, but when he showed up to move in,
Knock on the door, and then a gentleman answered the door with his father and said, "Hey, can I help you?" And I was like, "Hey, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm supposed to be moving in this unit." He's like, "Oh, you're the 5th person that has been doing this."
That must have been a shock.
It was a shock.
Handy looked at his payment records. The money didn't go to Amelia, but to a woman named Colleen Hull, a convicted con artist who court records show was accused of doing something like this to more than 50 victims, almost every month for years, possibly taking advantage of a tight market with high rents.
It's really sad, but rental scams are very common nowadays.
Realtor Summer Morrissey checked for the name of the home's real landlord.
That is not Colleen Hull.
Correct.
For me, it's shock.
We tracked down the real landlord over the phone. She said the home is a short-term rental through Airbnb. Her receipt says someone named Tyrell booked it at the time. We're not identifying him because the real Tyrell tells us he had nothing to do with it.
Do you think if you'd seen the name Colleen Hull come up on the app, you might have looked it up and then thought twice about accepting the booking?
To be honest with you, we pretty much trust Airbnb.
Airbnb is a multi-billion-dollar company with millions of listings, the largest short-term rental platform in the world. It requires your ID when you sign up, part of its identity verification system. But even so,
Does that look like Colleen Hull to you?
Not at all.
We want to check out this verification system, so we're going to start our own Airbnb account.
we provided the site with my real ID, but then something strange happened. We tried to use an AI-generated picture. That sailed through no problem. And as for my name, the site has no problem with me being named Big Bird. And yes, we're verified.
Well, if you assume that the platform has vetted this individual, then chances are you're going to be disappointed.
Claudio Popa is the CEO of Data Risk Canada. He says the site may know who provided it with ID, but it should be sharing that with hosts so they know who they're dealing with.
And that's definitely not enough in situations where information is being processed and financial transactions are taking place.
Airbnb says it keeps real customer information on file and knows who its customers are, even if its landlords may not. It also has rating systems that hosts can rely on. Tyrell's account was poorly rated. The company says it's deleted that account.
I thought that you had to provide some form of identification.
We used an AI-generated picture and the name of fictional characters. Do you think that's okay?
I don't think that's okay at all.
Handy wishes either the landlord or Airbnb had been checking who they were dealing with before he lost $1,000 and a promising place to live.